There's a lot of complicated theories out there as to why, even though superheroes continue to get more popular in movies and on TV, the comics they came from continue to struggle selling books to anyone other than hardcore fans. I've got a really simple theory.
Comics are weird.
How weird? Well, did you know that Spider-Man made a deal with the devil? Okay, here's what happened. In 1987, Spider-Man co-creator Stan Lee had basically retired from writing monthly comics, but he was still writing the Spider-Man newspaper strip. He decided to do a story where Spider-Man married girlfriend Mary Jane, and the guys in charge of the main comics supposedly got worried it would upstage them. So they very hurriedly wrote MJ back into the stories, and very hurriedly got them hitched and did a big publicity push about it. Neither the actual wedding story, the strip, or the goofy real wedding they staged at Shea Stadium to promote the thing are remembered as anyone's best work. Amazingly, writers quickly found that for some reason Spider-Man's life had gotten less exciting to write about. Gee, who'd have thought? You really have to wonder about the mentality at play here, though, given what these guys do for a living. Planet-eating space god attacks Manhattan? No problem, I can totally imagine how that would go down. What does a Norse god say to his gamma-irradiated monster friend? Piece of cake. Okay, guy in his 30s, perfectly content with sleeping with only one woman. Geez, that's a tough one, boss. I'm gonna have to think on that. Then again, okay, you can kind of see where they were coming from. So almost as soon as it happened, they started trying to get out of it, but without looking like they were trying to get out of it. So they separated, they got back together, they fought, they made up, Mary Jane died, she came back to life. At one point, they even tried claiming that the married Peter Parker was actually a clone, and this other bachelor dude was the real guy. Kind of a mess. Finally, in 2007, after 20 years of this, then current Marvel boss Joe Quesada decided A, to just end it, but B, to make another big production out of it. And so, as part of the Civil War crossover, Spider-Man revealed his secret identity to the entire world, and because we're talking about Spider-Man, that didn't work out for him. Aunt May got shot, and he couldn't find anyone who could fix her. And then the devil showed up. No, really. Mephisto, the Marvel Universe version of Satan. And here's the thing, this isn't even the first time these guys have met. Anyway, the devil says he can totally rearrange time and space so no one remembers Spidey's identity and Aunt May never gets shot. But since, again, this is the devil, he's got to ask for some kind of quasi-ironic payment in exchange. The price? Peter and MJ also have to let him change history so they never actually got married. No, really, that's how they were going to get out of this. The devil fixed it. So Spider-Man wakes up, and not even he remembers that any of this happened. No one knows who he is, Aunt May is totally fine, he and Mary Jane aren't together, and for some reason Harry Osborn is alive again, and the writers and artists and fans are once again free to live vicariously through Spidey's flings with improbably gorgeous reformed villainesses. But wait! While plenty of the fans didn't like Spidey married, what they liked even less was the idea that 20 years of continuity they'd spent so much mental energy memorizing and internalizing being erased along with it. So this is the explanation Marvel gave them. Everything you remember still happened, except all the stuff we decide to change and just say it was Mephisto later on. They just never actually got married. So they still lived together, they still did all that stuff, still had all the same adventures, they just never had a big I do moment. So, if you think about it, Spider-Man not only made a deal with the devil, he actually came out of it pretty damn good. He gets his aunt saved, his buddy comes back to life, his identity is secure, he still gets to have had a long-term relationship with a damn supermodel back then, and fool around with kinky sex-addicted catgirls now. Basically all Satan gets is the thrill of blinking some bridal photos out of existence. Ouch, I guess? So let that be a lesson, kids. If you screw up and need to make a deal with the devil, make sure it's with the Marvel devil. That guy has no idea what he's doing. I'm Bob, and that's the big picture.